dizzy.
You're okay?
All you had to do was push the button to open the lid, and I guess they didn't know that. So now when you got a pot of boiling water and you go to pour it, you got water all over the place. So I figured it was time to replace it anyway, because you can't buy just a lid. So I purchased this little Chefman on Amazon, and it's a very sleek, modern looking kettle. The controls are on the handle. It also has multiple temperature settings. It will heat up to 212 degrees. I don't see a warming feature on here. Now what I did is I filled both pots, set them to 195 degrees, and then timed them. This pot took 9 minutes and 55 seconds to heat up to 195 degrees, where the other pot took 8.5 minutes. I don't know about you, but I don't like waiting forever for water to boil. I think I could boil water in the teapot on the stove faster than that. Other than that, it's a great kettle. It's got a nice little feature that comes with it. This little steeping thing that attaches inside, and you can put your tea in there and put it in the lid, and it'll even steep your tea for you. My biggest problem is the amount of time it takes to boil. The first line in the description said fast boiling. Now, I don't know what their definition of fast boiling is, but it's definitely not this pot. So if you don't care how long it takes your water to boil, you'll be satisfied with the pot. But if you do like something that boils quick, this is not the pot for you.
I like it because it has more options than the other ones, especially the one that it control the temperature. One of the reasons is that some people like it really hot or sometimes cold, and based on the color you can change the temperature of it. And some people like it very hot water. Some others they just like water hot enough. So it has a nice settings. The other thing that I like is that it has this the tap is easy to reach. The other one it just opens like this halfway, so you have to struggle with your hand to make it through. But with this one you have the entire opening, so it will be easier to clean. The other thing that I like is this part here is removable. So it can be used with or without it, depends of the need. And then you can just do it for the hot water. And the other one is if you want to use the tea and then just put it in here. But like I said, you can remove it back and forth, and then you can place it here. And it looks really nice. I mean, you pay a little bit more than the other one. I'm sure that you know what I'm talking about. But this one, for just a few bucks, it has more options, and I think that they thought more about it when they were building it. So I will highly recommend it. Enjoy the tea.
You can see the switch did not turn off here completely. So this will start, the LEDs will come back on and it'll start boiling on its own again. This is the plastic chunk that came off, fell off, probably from the heat. Turn back on again. So you have to physically put that in the down position, or it won't come back on again.
This is the Chefman electric tea kettle. Warranty information. It's nicely packed inside, protecting the glass. We take it out, and we have the electric component as well wrapped in plastic. Nicely designed, beautiful. It has all of the displays on the side. We're going to try it out here. And personally, we're going to take out the container that holds the loose tea leaves. So we're just going to snap that off. And I'm going to go ahead and start it up. Every temperature has a different light color to it. So we see here the green is 175, blue is 185, yellow 195, purple 200, and then of course red is 212. So we're going to do a test run here with the green, which is the lowest temperature. Altogether, it took about 4 minutes to heat up to the required temperature here of green, which is the 175. And then as you see, the bubbles are starting, and when it gets to temperature, it automatically turns off, as you'll see here, and beeps, and the whole thing shuts down. And if you want to keep the water hot, you're just going to hold the power button until the red light flashes. It's a great tea kettle.
It beeps when you put it on, and it turns on there. It beeps when you place it on there and when you turn it on. And then depending on the water around the color of the light, if I can get this, push this, that's 175 degrees. That is the next 185, 195, 200, and then when it's red, see up here, it is at 212. And it heats up the water really well. I'm trying to get a good picture of this, but so it works really good, and we are really liking it. And it's also easy to clean because the whole thing, the whole tea infuser comes off from the top. So anyway, that is our new tea kettle that we are enjoying very.
I like this kettle because it has 4 temperature settings. So you see, you will take it out and put it on, and then I press the power button and temperature button. If I want lower temperature, I put it on green, and you know, they have different colors for different temperatures. If I don't, you know, I like the lower temperature setting because it's faster. I don't always need boiling point water, so it's great. And see, it's boiling now. I have tea in the in this. So I just put like dry roses, or like the tea, in this metal thing. The only part I do not like is this part is plastic. I wish it's like stainless steel. Yeah.
Okay, so here's my review on this teapot or water pot. I've been using it mainly for my mushroom coffee, just to heat up water for that and avoid the microwave. It heats it up super, super fast. But I was curious how it would respond to using loose leaf tea. So I took one of my family size tea bags, used the diffuser at the inside, dumped the tea leaves in there, and look how dark this tea is. Even when I put the tea bag in a teapot on the stove, it never extracts this much tea out of the tea leaves. This thing is absolutely a game changer. It's really, really amazing. And this has been steeping about 10 minutes. And I used it on like the highest setting, 200. So I highly recommend this thing. It is beautiful, plus it works.
I'm going to pour it into the sink. And as you see, it is leaking from the bottom of the pot. Pour. There's the top. It's leaking right there. Okay. And then, excuse my countertop. It is a mess. The tea strainer holder is broke. That's all.
I literally only boiled water in this thing twice. And look at it. What is that? What is that discoloration? And it doesn't help that it's clear and you can see it right through. It doesn't look new at all. I thought it was a good buy in terms of the color, but not with this discoloration. This is, I don't like this.
This is simply a great product. The first one I bought stopped boiling after a month. But Chefman, the company, they sent me this one immediately. It didn't even take 5 days. So thank you, Chefman, and I appreciate the good hot water pot that you have created.
Hey,